What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time, and it doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. And hello to my cross watchers. We're going to find out what's going on in your situation. Well, what needs to be said. So come say hello to me. Click that live chat button down below after clicking the thumbs up. Let's see what needs to be said in regards to your situation. Let's talk about it. I hope you're all doing well. Let's jump into the reading screen. And thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, love. You're all amazing. I appreciate you. Let's do this. What needs to be said? What's going on in my Leo's situations? Dejan's here. Good morning, Lioness. Hello, hello. Hey, everybody in the shadows. Let's see what's going on in the situation. Oh, it looks like a new situation full of rainbows. What's up with that? Ooh. Okay. So it looks like there is a new person or a new situation we're dealing with here. Redbeard's here. Okay. Okay, I'm digging this. Where are we going now? Where are we going now? Where are we going now? Okay. We're going to clarify. Clarify. So you got a new situation here. And it's all about mystery, suspense. What's going to happen here in this situation? So who's dealing with a new person, a new kid on the block? Oh, it's all about new person. Tell me about this new person. Okay. Some of you are not ready for this. So some of you, these readings do go out up to 3 months, but typically this is energy that's going on right now or just recently happened or is about to happen. But it can play out over the next 3 months. So you could be dealing with a Sag, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, there is the King of Cups here. So some of you may be dealing with 2 people. I have a feeling that there's some of you that are about to release one person and you got your eye on someone else. You ready to open up your heart space to somebody new. King of Cups in the upright. That's a pretty damn good card. So why is this Emperor in reverse? Okay. Okay. There it is. So I'm getting excited here. Some of you have been dealing with an individual for quite some time that either put you as an option, neglected the connection to a degree, at least emotionally. There's an eagle, a hawk going off right outside my house. Wow. You already know this. So there he goes again. Or her. I can't hear you, but thank you for the message. Going off. So this may be somebody that you are about to go off on or somebody that went off on you. Whatever. This has got time associated with it. And this could be somebody that you're divorcing, that you broke up with, somebody that was married. I don't know. But there was an ego associated with this person. And guardedness. So there was ego. I don't like this energy. There was ego and guardedness in regards to this person. So they were maybe combative, maybe standoffish, And you're talking about overly controlling, possibly abusive, maybe even narcissistic tendencies. Not a great feeling for an energy, but it was definitely a period of time where you felt like this person didn't see you. Okay? They either didn't accept your love, didn't offer you love, or left you feeling left out. I really feel like left out. So you already know this information. Like, you've already gotten the message. That hawk was like, you better be getting rid of this thing. Okay? So it's an energy of maybe you've just felt rejected by this person, and you are if you're not dealing with this person anymore, if you're not, you're about to get a new lease on life or meet somebody new. Feels good. Okay? I don't like this energy. You're talking about ego and guarded and maybe even combative. Let's find out what that Wheel of Fortune is in reverse for. Okay, so if you're finalizing a divorce, congratulations, if that's what you want. You're about to bring justice to the situation. There is about to be karmic justice brought to the situation. This was a karmic situation. There was a lesson to be learned in that connection, and you're about to be set free on a new trail. Okay? I can't say it any other way, because first of all, you may be finding out that there's another person involved. Third parties don't always have to be another person. It can just be that somebody didn't want what you had to offer. They may have neglected you. They may have chosen someone or something else, whether it's money or their career or their hobbies, their friends, their whatevers, okay? You already know the deal here. So it's a matter of just bringing justice to the situation. So what does that involve? Bringing justice to the situation so you can get this new rainbow energy here. It's just a matter of moving on. It's just a matter of moving on. And some of you, all you have to do is say it. Say it. Say it. What is that? That's the speaking spell. Do y'all remember those? Oh my God, those were the coolest things. Those were the coolest things. I think I still have mine from when I was a kid. It's packed away somewhere. Or my mom does. Anyway, speaking spells were just a tablet kind of deal. It was like this thick. And you could set it to an age or to a grade level. And it would give you these words. And it would say it. And then spell it. And it would have different spelling words. Anyway, I'm a word freak. That was one of my favorite games ever. Okay? All you got to do is say it. Say it. So maybe this is just saying it to yourself. Like that hawk was going off. Continually. Screeching. Doing the hawk thing. Whatever they do. It's not a chirp. It's a screech. It's a scream. Maybe you just need to release this. Maybe you just need to say it to yourself multiple times, over and over, till you get it through your head. This could even be releasing the energy of feeling rejected by this person. That's never a good feeling. When somebody chooses someone or something else other than us, and even if it's just their ego, their pride, their selfish ways, don't give a F. But you already know the truth. The deal is here. You already know what you need to know in regards to let this thing go. So that tower can be a breakup. It can be an epiphany. Some of you finalizing the divorce, that kind of stuff. and moving on into something else, opening up to new options, being ready to move on to something new. Knight of Coins. And again, moving on. And I think some of you, it's just communicating that you no longer want it. Okay? Say it. Some of you, this is just saying it to yourself. I was rejected by this MFR. I was rejected by this person. This person didn't want me. This person's ego and pride and selfish ways got in control. I stayed too long in this. Just say it to yourself. Say it out loud. I don't care if it's in the shower, if it's in the car, in the middle of the woods, whatever it is. I think that this is going to help you to have this final release that opens up your heart space and prepares you for the new. Because sometimes all we have to do is say to ourselves, to the universe, I'm nobody's option. I am the option. I know who I am and what I have to offer. This person has either got some ego issues. They may have blocked you. There was a combativeness here for some of you, and if it was an abusive individual, they need to go. I feel like most of you, it's just the feelings that are still remaining. You may not even be dealing with this person anymore, and if you are, it's probably like legal issues and the final tying up the loose ends so that you can move on somewhere else. But this energy has gotten you tied up. It's very important that this is released to get you that new happy, fluffy bunny rainbow new beginning that you're waiting for. And you've probably been pretty upset because you may have just been sitting here waiting for love for quite a while. Listen, if you care about somebody and you love somebody and you want somebody in your life or you've been with them for a while, it's not easy to just drop one thing, move on to another. It takes time, okay? Whether or not you felt like it was a lucky break or not, well, you still care about that person. You know, you don't got to be a douchebag. Just, they wanted something else. They wanted to live a certain life, and you want to live a certain life. You wished it would have been with them, but that wasn't the break. That wasn't the lucky break, okay? The universe is trying to move you in a different direction. So instead of holding on to whatever emotional funk you've been sitting in, saying to yourself, I know I'm a great option. I'm the option for the right one that wants an option like me. There is someone out there, very close, nearby, somewhere in this world, they're already here, that wants somebody like me. And I want somebody like them. This person didn't choose me. Well, I'm choosing me, and I'm opening up my heart somewhere else. Whether or not I know who that is or not, doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit in this funk any longer. Maybe I didn't do the right thing. Maybe I stayed too long. Maybe I kept trying when I shouldn't have. It's bringing justice to this situation, and some of you, yeah, you got to tell this person that it's over. You got to break up with them. If that's you, it could be a Pisces, could be a Libra, could be Aries, it could be anybody. Scorpio's here too, Capricorn, everybody's here. And that's what allows, it's like breakthrough moment. It's a breakthrough moment. And I'm kind of like, whew, it's taken some of you, try not to be so dramatic here, but this is what Fred wants me to. Fred is the universe here for us on all of my channels. It's a breakthrough moment. It's one of those moments where you're like, dang, I have no options. I've been sitting here stagnant. Haven't, where do I go? What do I do? It happens. We sit there in that, what do I do? Where do I go? Who do I run to? Who's going to love me? And we just kind of fester, and it's It's fungus, festering nastiness. It's just, ugh. And sometimes we just need that epiphany or that breakthrough moment, and it just shatters the illusion, or it shatters that feeling of regret. Nah, I don't think it's regret. I think it's rejection. They didn't want me. Why didn't they choose me? Why did they treat me the way they did? They treated me like an option. They treated me like I was second rate, second class, or wasn't even. That's how that person wanted to behave, and that's that person's choice to live that life. It has nothing to do with you. You just happen to play a part in that for a while. Okay? But at some point, that light bulb's got to go off, and it's the light bulb moment. It's like, you're going to feel it. And some of you just need to say it to yourself. I'm nobody's choice. I'm nobody's second best. I am not following up. Do I have to be first priority? No. No, never. But I'm going to be a priority in somebody's life. And I'm not going to be that for whatever that was any longer. And you could be vague as you want. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes blaming other people keeps us stuck to those people. It's energetic ties. So be mindful if you're still blaming somebody for what they did to you. I ain't saying that what they did was right, especially if there was abuse involved, but you chose to stay. Mm-hmm. You were tangled up, and I believe you chose to stay, or you chose to go back. It is difficult. I know it is difficult to break away from a very abusive, toxic situation. I've had to do it multiple times from the same person multiple times, but it's not always easy. But I think that you're already on this side of the actual connection, and it's the energy of it that you just need to break free from. Okay? Which allows you to move into something new. And that's when all the options start flowing in for you. So you have a new option coming in here, and I don't believe you know this yet. Well, you do now. But that sets you free to open up your heart, and that is true self-love. It is divine love, where you can say, I loved another person, but it wasn't for me. And that's what you have to be justice in this. You have to get justice in your own way, whether that's through a divorce, whether that's through just telling the person that it's not going to happen. It's just, you love them, you care about them, but you got to mean it this time, and it's having that courage and that breakthrough moment to speak your mind, speak your truth, and move on. Okay? That brings in this new opportunity. So it's confronting this person. Some of you have to confront this person that it's over, because there are some of you that already have somebody you're looking at or you're already dealing with. Some of you are dealing with two people. That's not going to be for everybody. But you know who you are, so that's all I need to say there. Which allows you to open up to a new opportunity or a new option for most of you. And confronting your fears. I think some of you are afraid to tell this person, or some of you were afraid of this person, but they're no longer in your life. But it's just that feeling that sticks with you. You're either afraid someone else is going to treat you like that, or especially if it was abusive. I understand. Those are difficult things to move through, and it's taken time for you to do this. So work through it as best you can. If you need therapy or counseling, please seek that. But It's kind of, it's stuck here. It's kind of like a, you know, you got to pep yourself up. You got to talk yourself into it. It's like you got to talk yourself into telling this person that it's over, or you got to talk yourself into saying, I got to think about this person one more time. I got to actually think about this person one more time after everything they did to me. I got to think about them, and I got to say this shit to myself. Yeah, it's facing it one last time so that you can move on into something else. Okay? Whew. All right, so we're going, I think this is the truth for most of you, but we're going to pull on confront, which is the moon. You got some fears here. I think I just told you the whole story. I just told you the whole story. This is self-love. Didn't I say this is self-love? So that 5 swords is in reverse. Then we've got the Magician and the 4 of Wands. Boom. Look at that. Gemini, Virgo energy. And we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is self-love. I told you. It's all about love. It's all about loving yourself and embracing who you are and how loving you are. And that you want to be loved. And that you deserve love. And not a 4 of Cups. You deserve a King of Cups if you're a Queen of Cups. Or vice versa. I don't care what your gender is. That's a soulful, spiritual, loving partnership. True pair. Okay? Now, if this last person gave you 4 cups, like if you had this kind of energy and you're a Queen of Cups, you look, you're sitting in the same position. Okay? Do you see you're sitting in pretty much the same position? Would you rather be in a position of strength, saying, I got a lid on my cup, and I'm ready to give it to somebody that deserves that shit because it's some good shit? Or, I'm going to sit here in this energy and sit and wonder and wait and worry why this person is not giving me their cup. It's a total change of energy. Do you see it? One is waiting for somebody to love you, to give you something, to fulfill you. The other one is saying, I am fulfilled and I'm waiting for the right person to give my love to. You're in a position of power here. That and the fact that the King of Cups is over here waiting. The new person is a King of Cups. And you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. So, whatever this 5 swords used to be, it's a thing of the past, and it's something you need to address, okay? 5 swords in the upright is mental confusion. It is mixed signals. It is conflict, mental conflict. It is arguments, disagreements, and if you were dealing with somebody who, they were either giving you mixed signals or saying shitty things, mind games, all of it. And it's also speaking your mind. It's being honest with yourself and speaking your mind and not allowing yourself to be mentally confused anymore. You know what I'm saying? And manifesting communication with a true divine pair. And there's the 4 wands. That's the start of a very strong new relationship and stability in life. And some of you, whatever this was holding you back from your financial abundance too. Because if you're sitting in this energy of, when's it going to happen? Are they ever going to love me? Am I ever going to be happy? You're sitting in a very deflated, powerless energy. Powerless. When you finally have that epiphany or you have that breakthrough moment, you are in charge of your love, self-love, self-love, and respecting yourself enough not to just give anybody your cup anymore. You're sitting in a place of power, empowerment, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with that cup. Okay? And until somebody sparks your interest, you don't have to invest or overgive to the point of depletion. And you're at a point of power where you are manifesting. Once you see through this, whatever mind games manipulation that was, you manifest new. You manifest new. So it's to come. And some of you could have been during this Gemini full moon that you had this realization or this breakthrough. Something happened during this Gemini, this last full moon. As I'm doing this, this was like yesterday. So in this energy, the last, the full moon was yesterday. So over the last 2 weeks, going out over the next 2 weeks, you're going to have this moment of clarity. You're going to have this breakthrough moment. And I'm telling you, most of it's just an emotional, some of you it may have been a mental entrapment where you just felt rejected. You know, whatever you were thinking, or it was like you were trapped in your mind and your heart space. And this sets you free. And then you're on a new path, a new direction. Yeah. New path, new direction. What is seek the truth? You're seeking the truth now. Okay. You are reminiscing, and you're doing this now. So this is during this Gemini full moon that you're doing this. So you're creating a new pathway for yourself in love. It is during this full moon. So you've already been going through this over the last 2 weeks, and some of you're going to continue to go through this, or you may be going through this in your mind and emotions over the next 2 weeks. There's going to be a breakthrough, though. And again, some of you, it's 2 people for sure. It's 2 people for sure. So I don't know if you've just been holding on to something that didn't work out. Wanting to move into something new for quite some time. But whatever. Okay? Whatever. You're doing this. This is this is you seeking the truth within yourself in regards to love. Some of you have 2 people that you're choosing from, but it is 2 people. Whether or not you know who this King of Cups is or not, this is what you're wanting. This is what you're desiring. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Somebody who truly cares, who is truly giving, who is emotionally mature. I dig it. I dig it. So you're figuring out what needs to be left behind, and not putting energy into a specific person any longer. And could have been Aries, Leo, Sag, whatever. And moving forward, it's like you're choosing your path. It's pick a path. Which way are you going to go? And some of you have lost, like I said, you haven't been dealing with this person, or you lost interest in them a long time ago. You've been totally emotionally dissatisfied with this for a long time. Some of you are not even with that person, but some of you are, and it's just a matter of breaking the tie. Yeah. Just finally, like, I see this as a gift to yourself, where maybe you didn't have the courage to tell this person, or maybe you didn't have the courage to start a new path or move on, or to let this person go. Maybe you were, I don't know, lonely, or I don't know. I don't know. Some of you, it was just the feelings of rejection, or some of you were just talking to this person because, well, you didn't have anything else to do. That's sad, but it happens. And the gift here is that you're leaving this person behind. Okay. You're realizing that some of you didn't have the courage to face this person, to tell this person that it was over. Some of you didn't have the courage to even think about this person again because of how much they hurt you. And I get it. I get it, especially if there was any kind of abuse or neglect and stuff. I get it. But it's finally having the courage to say, you know, this is my gift to me. My gift is a new path. And in that path, I'm loving me, loving somebody, and that somebody loving me too. That's it. And that's where you're headed. That's a gift. And it's just like maybe you're sending this person a message. Maybe you're sending them a text. Maybe you didn't have the courage to do it before. And some of you, it's tying up that loose end. Maybe you're signing those documents that set you free. Maybe you're signing a new lease and moving out. But it's putting it behind you, okay? Because you're headed towards spread your wings. That's the future card here. Okay. I love this so much because you're telling me a lot. You're telling me a lot. And it's all about the emotions. So this is an emotional journey. And I believe that it's all starting here under this Gemini full moon energy. So this is an emotional journey for my Leos or my cross watchers, whatever. You've got a big, beautiful, amazing heart, and you want to be loved, and you want to love. And your heart knows that. Your heart can only stay so long in a place where it's not wanted. You understand? I'm trying not to cry here, but the fact is your heart can only take so much before it wants to be set free. Before it is screaming at you like that hawk was, set me free. Let me go. Set me free. And this is a set me free moment. This is spread your wings. This is be that hawk. Speak your truth. Loud and proud for the whole for everybody to hear. But especially for yourself and this other person to hear. Some of you are going to be telling this person. Some of you just need to say it to yourself. And to be honest with yourself. Completely honest and absolutely just let it out. Say it. Say it. I was used. I was abused. I was mistreated. I was fucked up. I stayed here way too long. Tell your heart. Tell it to your heart. Tell it to your heart. Is that Taylor Dane? Tell it to your heart. Tell me I'm your only one. Is this only love or just a game? 80s, Taylor Dane. Tell it to my heart or tell it to your heart. I don't know. Something. Look it up. I don't know what the actual, it is Taylor Dane. Okay. Thank you, Lioness. Lioness is my music. Tell it to my heart. Thank you. Tell it to my heart. Now I'm going to have to go listen to that damn song. It's pretty jazzy. It's pretty upbeat. But it is real. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me if this is love or just a game. Woo! You understand what I'm saying here? This is an emotional journey here. And you're going from a 4 of Cups to whatever somebody gives you, they give you, and you just sit there and take it, to saying, fuck that shit. How about I'm bouncing? How about I'm out? Because I know that I know within myself, I've got 8 cups and I'm pretty good on my own. But you know what? If I'm not dealing with you, just giving me 4 or none at all, or you're giving me this kind of rejection and this kind of, maybe some days I care, maybe some days I don't. How about I leave that shit behind? How about I leave that behind? And I just give myself a gift of freedom that sets me free, which says I've learned a lesson of self-love, because that is self-love. Setting yourself free from that energy right there, which helps you manifest your true pair. Your true pair. And you're telling me this journey has not been easy, but you've sat in that energy way too long. And here during this Gemini full moon, you're giving yourself a gift of set free. Like you're setting yourself free here. And I love it. So some of you are sending off a text or a message and you're moving on. Moving on, moving out, and leaving it behind with grace and dignity. With grace and dignity. Because you're no longer mentally confused. You're no longer stuck. You're making that decision, and you are making the decision. The King of Swords reversed. So some of you are exercising your decision-making skills to end something that wasn't something at all. It wasn't anything at all. So some of you are, you lost interest in this a long time ago. And you're finally exercising your rights as the justice to sever ties with something that the love wasn't there. The love wasn't growing. You weren't on the same page. You weren't even in the same area. You weren't even in the same location for some of you. Some of you weren't even on the same page. Not even close. Not even close to being on the same page. And this is you cutting ties with it. And yes, some of you are going to be sending out a message or delivering a letter or a message that you are making this decision. Some of you, you're not going to want to see this person face to face. You're just going to send them a message. And if you've been dealing with somebody who is very, I don't know, toxic or verbally abusive or anything like that, yeah, I would suggest not seeing them face to face, but just moving on. You know, be discreet, be careful, please. If this person is abusive and you're with them, you have community resources that can help you. It's your decision, not mine. That's your choice. Use your discernment. And I think for quite some time, that's what had you stuck in kind of a mind fog. You're seeing clearly now and you're ready to move forward. It happens. You lose interest in somebody and your heart is like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it anymore. And your heart is what's guiding the way here. Your heart is guiding the way here. And the reason why I say that is because you have lost interest. You maybe lost a lot of confidence, and maybe you didn't have the motivation to cut ties with this person, or even to move into a new relationship, or to even look for one, or to open yourself up to one. But when your heart is saying enough is enough, I can't take this anymore. It's heavy. It's become a burden. I can't feel, or the only thing that I can feel is heaviness in my heart space, or I just feel void. And you know that's not who you are. You're walking, you're moving away. You can't take it anymore. And that's your gift. Your heart's like, here you go. Here's the message. It's time to go. And when you're guided from this, that's the best place to be guided from. So wherever you go, whatever you choose to do, that's on you. But I feel like your heart space is leading the way, because along this path, for some of you, you started this a while ago, but this is the final breakthrough moment. This is very empowering energy. When you finally take those steps away from a situation that was emotionally draining, that somebody that rejected you and you've just been hanging on to them, or you've been just thinking about why did they, why didn't they, why. it's time to move on from that, because your heart is saying enough is enough. I can't take that anymore. I don't even want to think about it anymore. I don't want to feel that shit anymore. But you got hung up at the crossroads, because this person maybe turned you down. Maybe they didn't have a problem having sex with you, but they didn't want to love you. Maybe there wasn't even, this person could have been very cold and distant. Whatever this was, it wasn't for you. Your heart is saying, it's not for me. I need a king for my queen of cups, or I need a queen for my, whatever. I need my perfect match here in the heart space. Because this isn't, or this wasn't. And that's what had you hung up at the crossroads for quite some time. Okay. Yeah, that person was not a king of cups. And you worked on it. And it caused a lot of problems. You may have enjoyed spending time with them and you held on to them. It's finally time to move on. Okay, so it's time to spread your wings. It is time to move on. You got a new relationship here, possibly over the next 30 days, somebody that you're going to be meeting. This person that kept you at the crossroads, they were not a king of cups. They were total opposite, possibly emotionally unavailable, very cold and detached, or they pulled their love all the way back. And you gave it more than enough. You tried. You really did. You put all the effort in and you tried, and that depleted you emotionally because you kept trying and you kept hitting a brick wall with this person because you couldn't get through to them. Okay. They weren't allowing you to get through to them. Okay. So that's what caused a lot of conflict and arguments and stuff, because it was more practical than anything. It wasn't emotional at all. They didn't want to deal with the emotions. Some of you probably gave to a degree. You spent time with each other to a degree, but some of them didn't want to be responsible for a full relationship. They only wanted parts of a relationship, but they didn't want the emotional parts, and they didn't want the responsibility parts. Okay? They didn't mind having fun with you and getting together and having drinks and just like being friends and spending a certain amount of time together. So this could have been somebody that was like a friends with benefits, and it never moved into something more, okay? Because they didn't want it to. But you kept holding on and kept trying, okay? That's what has to shatter. That's the earth-shattering moment. You have to face the truth for what it truly was. Tell it to yourself. Say it. Truly say it to yourself. What was this? And see it for the facts. Not for what you wanted it to be. Not for because of how much you cared about somebody. Friggin' state the facts to yourself loud and proud and own that shit. Stop denying it. Okay? And it's time to move on. There's 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. That's you being on your own and looking amazing while you're doing it. Yes, you may have some fears in regards to saying this to this person or saying this to yourself or severing ties or getting the divorce or whatever it is. But 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles is you looking amazing and with your heart ready, wide open, ready to move forward. Boom. That's it. You have somebody about to come in here, or you're about to move into a new relationship here. What are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that? It's just owning this that allows you to open up to the new, because you got the new here. Tell me about this King of Cups. Well, they're not going to reject you. They're going to be completely honest. And did I tell you that is your true pair, your true match in the cups, heart to heart. And they are coming in fast. And it is a soulmate, soul bond. What did I tell you? I'm telling you. I love when it all just, I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So being honest with yourself about something that happened or something you've been holding on to, it's time to move. It's time to move on, move out, move forward in your life, and just to be honest with yourself and to shout it out like that hawk, scream it out to the universe. All right, the facts. The facts are this, done. You know, maybe repeat it to yourself. Be completely honest with yourself about the facts of that last situation or whatever it is you've been dealing with or holding on to. Your heart is like, enough is enough. I'm ready to break free. I'm ready to break free. I've got to break free. Is that Queen? Freddie Mercury? Is that Freddie Mercury? I got to break free. That's this. Your heart is screaming it to yourself. I got to break free. And I don't care if you've been with that person. I don't care how long it's been since you've been with that person. I don't care if you're dealing with that person now. You know if this is your story. You know if this is your story. Okay? And it ain't about blaming. Stop the blaming bullshit. Stop blaming other people. Put them into the category. And this is part of what needs to happen here is they did this, fine. But ultimately, they chose to treat me that way. They chose to do this. They chose to do that. They chose to do this. They're a grown-ass, mature-ass adult. And this is what they chose to do to me throughout the entirety of the relationship. And be freaking, open up that throat chakra, even if it's with yourself, by yourself, looking in the mirror. It might creep you out, but you got to own this shit. Okay? A lot of times we blame a person. I want you to accept 100% that somebody did what they did to you or didn't do what you wanted them to do. You know what I mean? If they didn't open up love and maybe they had some self-esteem issues. Maybe they didn't know what love was. Maybe they didn't know how to love. Maybe they didn't know how to talk. Maybe whatever. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. But this is the coaching part of this. Instead of blaming them, accept it for fact. Write it down. I accept and own that this person is a mature, grown-ass adult, and these are the things that they did to me. I accept and own it. That is what they chose to do. They chose to do that stuff. I accept and own the fact that I am a mature grown-ass adult and I allowed myself to allow all of this treatment multiple times or throughout how many years. Be honest with yourself and the shit that you did to them. Own it, accept it, and then move the fuck on. Because your heart is saying, it's time, baby. And I cannot get over the fact that this King of Cups is right here, right around the corner, right around the bend. As soon as you can accept this and celebrate this ending. Some of you, it is a divorce. So go celebrate that shit and enjoy that break free moment. You know what I mean? Celebrate it. But I think that accepting this, maybe it's telling a friend, getting it out. I'm not talking about like tell people all your business. I'm saying a close friend. Just like I just need to talk about this. I need to get it out. Own it, accept it, and release it. Okay? Because you've been holding on to it for quite some time. And I think that it's held you back from a lot of different things. And maybe you really wanted this person to love you. Maybe you really wanted this person to friggin' show up for you one day or to open up to love, and they never did. You held on to it for quite some time. And own that too, that you really tried, that you truly love this person and you wanted them to accept you and love you and all of that stuff. Own that shit. You got to talk about it. You got to write it down. Own that shit to yourself. And I believe that's what's going to set you free here. In that is the epiphany, is the wake up moment, is the breakthrough moment that allows you that breaks your heart out of that icy, cold dungeon that it's been in. And when you finally do and you set yourself free, you talk about 9 pentacles, 9 cups, baby. That's when you meet this King of Cups here that will not reject you. They will not reject you. They will not leave you stranded. They will tell you straight up and down, I choose you. I choose you, Pookie Bear. I choose you. Because they will know without a doubt when they meet you and start talking to you, this is a soul bond. They will feel it. This will be a very loving, this person will communicate. They're very honest. They're open, communicative. This may have been somebody you turned down previously. But you talk about lovers and the 6 of Cups right here in the same spread. The 4 of Wands. Yeah. Queen and King of Cups. You talk about true love pair. Your perfect match. You damn straight. And you're manifesting it. Do I do readings like this? Only when you are the one throwing the cards. I pull the cards for you. So do you deserve this kind of love? Yes, you do. Do you deserve this kind of love? Yes, you do. This is a stark difference to this shit right here. First of all, soul bond, you're going to feel it. And it is going to be reciprocal in the emotional space. Okay? Some of you may be having children. Some of you maybe, raising a family with this person. All of that stuff. Whatever. But you go from feeling out here by yourself and lost and lonely, waiting for somebody to love you, waiting for this person to love you, to 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. And the lovers on the same page emotionally, spiritually, sexually, 3D, angelically. Like, you got it. You got it. You got me. This person is not going to hesitate. They're not going to hesitate because they're going to know it. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. They're going to know it. And it's right around the corner. You're manifesting it. Some of you, like within a week, some of you within a month, depending upon where you're at with this journey and how long it takes you to tie up these loose ends and to get the courage to kind of give yourself the gift of moving the fuck on. Yeah. It's all just a matter of doing your reflection and there you go. Once you do that reflection, there's the communication and the new offer. Okay. So it's right now, I think some of you are still angry with the past. Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of where you're sitting right now with this person. Excuse me, right here. Angry, pissed off, resentful, in pain, heartbroken, in despair, missing this person, or just absolutely just feeling left out. Just that's where you're at with that. When you're ready. And I told you, for some of you a week, some of you a month, didn't I? Well, guess what? The Page of Swords is a week. For me. The Ace of Cups is a month. So some of you within the next week to 3-4 weeks meeting this person, but it all depends on where you're at in your healing journey with this last situation. Resentment, anger, frustration, feeling rejected. And again, Lioness said it earlier. Blame myself for allowing myself that situation. That's kind of the energy there with the 5 cups, 4 cups. Is you realize where you're at, where you've been. And it's a remorse for things that have passed. Regrets of things that have passed. which continually breaks your heart and pisses you off at the same time. Haven't you been there? Haven't you done that? Right? I cannot believe I let myself be with somebody like that. I can't believe I loved that person. I can't believe I blah, blah, blah. What you did was what you did. And own that shit. It's part of your acceptance owning package. You got to, in order to move forward. Celebrate the good shit. Accept the rest of the shit. Own what you did and what you allowed. And then you can set yourself free. And I don't think you're with that person. I think it's a thing of the past. Some of you may still be talking to that person, or you may just be having, friends with benefits with that person, but it's not for you. So what you choose to do is your business. From what I'm looking at, my business would be writing down some friggin' letters to myself. But you are where you are, and a lot of you are still sitting in that pain. That's fact. Maybe you just recently went through a breakup, going through a divorce. And that's okay. You are where you are, and you'll move through this and progress through this when you're ready. Some of you, like I said, over the next 3 months. So don't rush yourself. Don't move too fast. Part of this is just giving you hope that there is something absolutely beautiful from where you've been and what you've been through. Something beautiful is about to come rushing towards you. Communication, somebody chasing you, somebody choosing you. And it looks amazing. Very loving, very nurturing. You talk about all the cups of love here. So this is just a major emotional journey. But what I love the most is corner to corner. 4 of cups, 5 of cups, 3 of swords. That's talking about pain, unhappiness, sadness, remorse, regrets, loneliness. You talk about it. That's the swamp. That's the dismal swamp. You understand? To this corner where you got the Chariot. Your heart full. You're ready to make moves. Your heart space is definitely not 4 cups, 5 of cups. Your 9 of cups looking good. Manifesting great things. Comfortable with who you are, where you're at. And 9 of cups. That is self-fulfillment. That is happiness on your own. Emotionally, mentally, physically, all of it. And your heart ready to go. So some of you, this might take you a little while. But corner to corner, progress is beautiful here. Progress is absolutely stellar here. And it's you getting yourself to this point because you're choosing to give this to yourself. This gift of walking away and leaving this behind to head towards the 9 cups. Can this be a 10 of cups situation? It's absolutely possible. You've already got 6 cups. You got the Lovers. You got the King and Queen of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups. It starts with a cup. It starts with a conversation that leads to the love and the offer and the dating and the going outs and the finding out who each other are and blending cups and growing from there. But you're talking about 4 of Wands. Definitely something to celebrate. Stable relationship. Oof. And you've manifested it. And it's hard to believe sometimes, but when you are in these energies right here, anger, aggression, rage, hurt, pain, all of it, that's what manifests these beautiful connections. It's just you got to get from here to here first that allows it to flow in for you. Them's words, them's messages. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope that you enjoyed the show. I hope this helped give you, I hope it gave you some hope, if nothing else, because that is a beautiful love story. And I don't typically throw out cards like that unless it's absolutely written in the stars. You're manifesting it. It's in the energy. And I'm happy. I'm happy about it. So some of you, it may take you a little time, but it's okay. It's on the way. And it's just a matter of making that decision, confronting this person or confronting yourself about what you need to do to move forward on a new path. It's here for you. If you want it, you can have it. Are you willing to take the journey? Are you willing to be alone? Are you willing to take that journey? You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. This was an amazing reading. I love it. I love it. I love it. So until next time, y'all know, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Check out my other channels on the YouTubes. I love you all. Namaste.